Hello and welcome to Alumni Stadium as we get ready for the home opener for Braintree, getting set to take on Quincy. Mike Wassel here on the call for BCAM TV. And Braintree coming into today's action with one game under their belt. They were able to beat Pembroke in a road contest. So heading into this year with the new coach, Braintree 1-0, heading a non-conference game against the Quincy Presidents. And Braintree in their home white uniforms. We'll see how game number 2 goes. But Braintree not with a ton of returning players. And it's going to be, as every team, a little struggle early to find their rhythm. First 2 games of the season. But Braintree with a couple of freshmen on their roster, 2 of them. And a couple of them look like they will play some significant time as well. So we'll see how this team shapes up for Braintree as we get ready for the opening draw at midfield. And Quincy was a good 25-30 minutes late to the start of this one, so I don't know if there is a reason, but 25-minute halves. Could have sworn it was 30 at one point, but I wonder if that changed at all because of the time the game started. And it will be Braintree on the opening draw for Maggie Burchill. And Burchill able to win the draw. As it goes Burchill to Burchill, Maggie to Callie, and right back to Maggie. So Burchill circling around the net here in the opening possession for Braintree. Looking for the opening score. They work it around the outside of the shell. A couple of moves in front of the net, and the shot is denied in front, as Braintree had a chance there. And that was Ella Buhner who had the opportunity for Braintree. Back the other way comes Quincy. We played a minute here in the opening half. Scoreless game. And the ball is dropped. Braintree looking to pick it up, and a couple players slipping down as Stones lost possession for a moment, and now the call goes Braintree's way, and they will look to move the ball up the field quickly as the referees move a couple of the Quincy players backwards. And now Braintree running it up the field, all the way towards the midfield mark, and further. As continuing up the field for Braintree is Stones, and now hands it off to her attackers. And Braintree now will set up camp in the attacking end. And then over for Joyce, and now on the far side of the field it is Burchill. Burchill cuts through a couple of defenders, now looking for the shot, and scores the game's first goal. So Callie Burchill scoring Braintree's first goal of the game with 23:04 to go in the half. And Braintree with the game's opening strike here at Alumni Stadium at Braintree High School. Again, the home opener for the Wamps. Nice to see the spring sports starting on time. Pretty nice conditions here today. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Always feels a little bit cooler with the wind and obviously up here in the shade. Got the players down there in the sun. And Braintree now with another face-off with, again, Burchill set to take the duty. And Braintree yet again able to control the draw. And a handful of these Braintree athletes also were members of the hockey team with some good chemistry. Hand-eye coordination, very important in this sport. Obviously the stick handling as well. As Braintree ready for a pass, but nothing taken. It's back behind the net, Braintree swings it back onto the stick of the goal scorer, Burchill. The two sisters play catch. 22.5 remaining here in the opening half as Maggie cuts inside and circles back behind the net. Braintree has had just about all the possession here in this first half. So we've played Handful of minutes now. Nice little spin move, but not much there as Sheljian hands it back. And Braintree will restart the offense. There is no sort of shot clock per se in this sport. So Braintree could hold on as long as they want, and now waiting for a perfect shot, and they find it as Burchill scores her second of the game. So Callie Burchill with a pair early as Braintree continues to dominate the play. And with 21:47 to go in the first half, a 2-0 lead for the home team, Braintree. So the Burchill sisters really factoring in to these 2 goals that have been scored. Maggie taking the face-offs, winning a couple draws, and Callie scoring both goals. Obviously plenty of players involved in the middle of that, but it's so important to win these draws. Gives you a possession, and a lot of the times the team with the ball will make something happen. They do not really allow much contact in girls' high school lacrosse, which is much different than the boys' sport, where you see a lot more contact, a lot more hits, very similar to hockey. As the clock continues to move with 21:15 remaining here in the first half, Braintree with the only 2 goals so far, but Quincy now working into the attacking side of the field. Braintree is content to keep everything on the outside, but Quincy gets inside, and the shot taken will result in a whistle. And Quincy will keep the ball and have a good chance for a goal here with the ball about 10 feet or maybe even 10 yards outside the goal crease as the shot taken and a save is made. The first stop by the Braintree netminder. Saved by Fiona Riley, the sophomore. So an important stop. And that's a certain welcome sight for not only the Braintree coaching staff, but for Riley herself, gaining confidence early in the game, early in the season as well. And we'll see how things continue as Riley again makes the save, and now the player was inside the crease, and Braintree will get the ball back. So 2 stops there for Riley, who hands it off to her defense. And with 19:50 to go in the first half, another whistle going on Quincy. Braintree trying to go right towards the midfield mark, and a whistle going on Quincy. Sometimes you do see a charge called in a situation like that. Very similar to basketball, an offensive foul, but Braintree getting the call to go their way. Right towards the net now, as this will be Braintree's Ava McDonald, number 2 in white. Minutes remaining here in the first half, and Braintree with an opportunity here to go ahead by 3. So the players getting set. Here goes Braintree towards goal, the shot, and that one hit the crossbar as it bounces out, but Braintree gets the loose ball. So McDonald denied by the posts, and Braintree continues with the ball as they work it quickly, and then another whistle. If you're new to this sport, there's a lot of whistles, a lot of restarts, and a lot of positions just like this where Braintree has a clear path, but obviously Quincy can, when the whistle's blown, go right towards the player. Braintree can take a shot, which they do, and score, and this will be Maggie Burchill with her first. Braintree now ahead by a 3-0 margin. Very nice start for Braintree here at home. Taking advantage here with the time of possession. Burchill on the draw with 18-17 remaining here in the first half. Off the draw, Braintree wins it, and it's picked up by Callie Burchill. The colored stick making it a lot easier to identify. As Braintree attacks the net. Quincy's been under siege here in this first half, as that one went wide on the shot. And Braintree giving away possession here. A turnover. A rare mistake here in this first half. Dangerous pass right out in front of the Quincy goal, but the Presidents now able to work it towards the 40 and further over midfield. 17-15 remaining, and Braintree able to take it right away as the Wamps smothering on defense. We'll see how quickly Braintree works it up the field, as that one was knocked out of the stick of Braintree, who was working up the field. McDonald had it knocked out of her stick. Braintree goes right towards the goal. It's Joyce, and Joyce's shot is deflected away as Quincy was substituting on the fly. Ball going towards the sideline, and it will be a Braintree ball, so a consecutive turnover for Quincy. As Braintree works the sideline, very nimbly was Burchill right along that sideline. Had to be careful not to step out. And a foul as McDonald was slowed down on her rush towards goal. So Braintree will have it right at the side of the goal. McDonald will have a shooting lane, but it will be a tough angle to score from here. Could take the shot if she wanted, but the goalie will definitely take away a lot of that shooting angle. A lot of times you see players trying to bounce the ball in. Looks like McDonald went high this time and had it caught by the goalie. So a big stop there for Quincy, who's down 3-0, and they need something to go their way, as the play was not restarted, or the whistle wasn't blown by the referee before play began. So play resuming. Over midfield goes Quincy, as Braintree tries to slow down this rush, and Quincy attacking. They have a 2-on-1 going to the goal, and the pass was deflected away and picked up by Braintree as the Wamps continuing to play strong defense, but Quincy with a poor pass that time. They really had a lot better of an opportunity than they got from that. And Braintree with a careless pass of their own, throwing it away. Quincy will have possession back behind their own goal. Nice stick there by McDonald to knock it away. And Braintree with another forced turnover here in the defensive end. And now they'll start on offense with 14.5 remaining in this first half. 3-0 Braintree lead. Callie Burchill with 2 and Maggie Burchill with 1. The scoring in this game. And the 3-0 advantage for Braintree here at home. Shot taken, and another Braintree goal. And this will be Margot Tenney for Braintree, number 18. As the Braintree bench chants out for their goal scorer. So a 4-0 lead for Braintree now. I believe once it gets over 10 goals, the clock will continue to run, even after goals. As Braintree wins the face-off, not saying that it necessarily will get there, but that is generally what the rule is. As Braintree attacks, a shot taken and it goes just wide. And Braintree was first to it, so they will continue with the ball. Braintree doing a nice job passing, getting quality looks on goal, and obviously capitalizing on their chances. As it's worked up top. Handed back now by Braintree, as it's handed to Marston. And now Braintree finds another strike. And a 4, make it 5-0 advantage for Braintree. I actually turned for a second, and I believe that was Tenney who got another goal for Braintree. Things happened so quickly there. Went to look down at the roster for a moment. As Braintree now with 5 goals on the board, 13:23 remaining in this first half, and it's all Braintree. Quincy's had the ball a couple times, but haven't been able to string together consecutive passes very often. They've had at least 4 or 5 turnovers in this first half, and Braintree has, to this point, won every draw until now. So Quincy will have it on the Braintree side. Now looking for a shot as they work it at the side of the crease, and Braintree was first to the ball, but the ball goes out of bounds. Riley watching from her goal-keeping position. Has a pass in front, and Quincy able to find a goal. On a pass in front. The best passing play of the half from Quincy, and it gets him on the board. So the President's able to get one, making it a 5-1 game with 12:27 to go in the half. They're going to redraw at midfield. Off the face-off, it pops free, and Burchill picks it up. So Braintree will work it now towards the goal. The ball back behind the net. Burchill works it over to Joyce. And back up high for Burchill, who has 2 already here in this game. Looking for a third and finds the twine up over the shoulder of the goalie as Braintree strikes again. The third of the game from Burchill. And Braintree ahead 6-1. So 3 for Callie Burchill, 2 for Tenney, and 1 for Maggie Burchill. The 6 goals on the board for Braintree. 11:51 to go till halftime. Braintree looking to improve to 2-0 with a victory here tonight. Still a long way to go, but Braintree off to a very nice start. As Braintree controls the draw yet again. And if you're Braintree right now, you do not mind these stoppages. Just allow you to drain some clock. Keep having possession in the offensive side of the field. And Braintree taking their time here as they work it around the perimeter. McDonald cuts by one, now taking it right at the defender. And it's going to be an offensive foul this time called on Braintree. So I talked about that earlier being a potential call. And we see it this time. It's all about having positioning and holding your ground. Braintree was able to knock it away, but I believe that was done illegally. With 10.5 remaining here in this first half. Braintree with a 6-1 advantage. Quincy with the ball deep in their own end. And a dangerous pass. That is not where you want to make a pass. Going backwards with it right in front of your own goal. And they're fortunate they didn't give that away. Never want to use the middle of the field like that. As the pass is now on the ground, and McDonald picks it up, and that was a shot up by the face, which could result in a yellow card if the referees had deemed it, and that is going to be the call. Not sure why the near official didn't make that call. That is exactly the right call. That was a shot right up in the face, which is an immediate card. Obviously not a ton of equipment being used. Just the face guard. And it puts Braintree a player up. So we'll see if Braintree can capitalize here with just under 10 minutes to go in this half. Here's Burchill again towards goal. That was stopped by the goalie. Got a piece of that one. But Braintree does still have possession. As they bring it right towards the goal, a spinning shot and another Braintree goal. And that was the freshman, Bella Duffy, getting Braintree's goal. The attacker now making it a 7-1 advantage with 9:38 to go. This Braintree continues to do all the little things right here in the early part of this game. Winning lots of draws, strong passing, good shots, good job on restarts, a lot to like. A couple of important stops for their goalie, Riley, and a little bit of everything. And Braintree's only allowed one goal, which is obviously a plus. I win a lot of games that way. And right into the stick of Burchill again. As Braintree works it back behind the net. Quick passing by Braintree. As McDonald now looking for a shot attempt. And this time Braintree will keep the ball. Touch there for Ackerman a little bit ago. And McDonald now will have a chance if she wants for a shot right off this restart. We'll see what happens. She will take the shot and it will be denied. Nice stop as the play is fought for, and it will be a Quincy ball. So both goalies have made a couple of saves early. Long pass that Braintree had a clear chance to intercept, but it wasn't caught cleanly by McGonigal. Braintree now circles. A short angle shot, and that one went off the outside of the goal, it looked like. You saw the strings move on the net, but that one hit off the outside of the goal. Burchill trying a little wraparound chance. And now a yellow card be given to Braintree. So that will be Duffy, who just scored a little while ago, getting the yellow card for Braintree. Both sides now with one player getting a card. Eight minutes remaining here in the half. And Braintree with a 7-1 commanding lead. Thank you for watching here on BCAM TV. Braintree and Quincy here for girls varsity lacrosse. And Braintree yet again able to pick up the loose ball. A couple of nice passes. Quincy got a stick on it. But Braintree will keep possession. On that rush for Braintree was Maggie Carey. A lot of similar names to the hockey team. And now a chance here for Quincy. Going 1-on-2. Braintree will slow that rush down. Quincy will keep the ball, but it gives Braintree a chance to get back defensively. Oh, that's a nice look right out in front of the goal, and Braintree was able to swat it away. Clock still moving, 6:45 remaining. Long time here as the players get set. And the clock continuing to drain here. We've used a good half minute just trying to line things up. Not really sure why it's taken so long. Can understand the frustration on the Quincy side, giving up a lot of valuable time here as they set things up. Now Quincy looking to attack, and they lost the ball, but it was knocked away with a penalty by Braintree. Chance for Quincy to score and pull their deficit to 5. 7-1 lead for Braintree here with 5:15 remaining. And I believe Quincy left early, which is going to give away possession. Nope, he's going to restart it. Now the shot taken, and Riley with the save on a skipping shot. Whistle on Quincy, which will keep Braintree with the ball. As Burchill with the pass, hit off the stick of the Braintree player, that's Marston. Marston still battling for the ball, and the call will go in Braintree's favor. So 4.5 remaining till halftime. As Marston with a couple of nice moves to get through the defenders. As the ball loose on the turf, and Quincy picks it up. Bring it back towards the midfield mark, and a player wide open up ahead of the play, and Braintree's going to have to hustle back. A lot of white jerseys back there, as Braintree has him pinned in the corner. Pass in front, and a shot and a save made by Riley. Somehow able to keep that one out She has been very strong here in this first half. That's at least her 5th save. And that was a really strong stop. As Braintree with some nice passing, as Joyce able to control the ball. Braintree now working it to the attacking side of the field. Joyce had it knocked away from behind, and it is taken away now as Braintree with a turnover. And with 3:20 to go, clock still moving, substitution by Quincy. A lot of players up ahead as Quincy trying to make something happen. Player a good 10 yards ahead. The pass is low, it's caught nicely as Quincy in front shoots, and a save made by Riley yet again. Riley like a wall back there right now. Nothing getting by her, just the one strike. But as good of a half as you can see from a goalie with this many shots against. There's another chance, and Quincy does score this time, making it a 7-2 game. This time Riley wasn't able to track it as well, but got to be very impressed by her play. With 2:40 remaining here in the half, makes it a 7-2 game. So the Presidents pulling within 5. And Braintree hoping to win this draw and work some clock, find another strike, get it back. Sorry, an inadvertent whistle there. As Braintree will move it up the field. .210 remaining here in the half as Braintree with control of the ball and the clock and the scoreboard. But Braintree with another turnover. They've had a couple of mistakes here late in the half. That's opened the door for Quincy to not only score that second goal, but a chance to add more. So the Presidents now work it towards the midfield mark, trying to gain some momentum from that last goal. As play restarts quickly. Another pass, another shot, and another goal. As Quincy with a couple strikes in a minute. So 1:40 left here in the first half, and the Braintree defenders having an earful from the Braintree head coach. Not very thrilled with that last set of defensive sequence. Off the draw, Braintree is able to pick it up as it's worked over midfield. And a big stop for Quincy. They're starting to find a couple of timely stops. And the clock will stop with 1:10. Quincy scored the last 2 goals. They've made this a much closer game than it seemed earlier. Braintree looking to close out the half with this 4-goal lead, if not more. If if you're Quincy, you'd love to have another strike, scoring 3 straight, but Braintree does not want that to happen. As Quincy works it over midfield. Braintree with a couple of sticks in there. Minute left, right on the dot. As Braintree attacks, and then Quincy throws it away. A careless mistake here late in the half. As Tenney now had it knocked away with a high stick. And Tenney continues with the ball. Braintree could, if they want, hold for the final shot, but they seem to be moving it pretty quickly up this field. And the pass now in front, the shot and the goal. And Braintree with some very nice passing as McDonald finds the goal. And Braintree adds to the lead, 8-3. First goal of the game for McDonald's. And Braintree attacked. I thought maybe they would slow it down a bit, hoping that they could hold for that final shot, but they decided against. So 39.9 on the clock. And McDonald's first goal of the game makes it 8-3. Braintree controls the face-off. Final half minute of an 8-3 game. Back behind the goal is Joyce. Braintree looking like they will hold for the final attempt here, with now 20 seconds left. And Braintree fortunate that that did not go out of bounds. Now with just 10, they're gonna have to attack soon. Tried to hit the cutting Burchill, and the ball is knocked away, and that'll just about do it for this first half as Braintree guilty of the infraction. 6 seconds left as Quincy works it to midfield. And the first half will come to a close as it's over midfield and the siren sounds. So Braintree with a strong 25 minutes of action here at home. They open up a 8-3 lead, 3 goals in the first half for Callie Burchill. The difference in the game, a 5-goal lead for Braintree here at home, looking to improve to 2-0 with a victory over Pembroke in a road contest to begin the season. Now their home opener. And a nice start. 8-3 lead at half. We'll be back for second half action here on BCAM TV right after this.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Hello and welcome back to the Alumni Stadium field here at Braintree High School. Mike Wassel bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV in the midst of a 8-3 game in favor of Braintree. 3 goals for Callie Burchill in the first half, who now has the ball, looking for another strike here to begin half number 2, and finds the goal on another shot high. And her 4th goal of the game makes it 9-3 very quickly. They had a very short break in between half. And a card being given here late after the goal on Quincy. I didn't see what happened, but it must have been something up around the face, which is generally what the call is, so Braintree will be a player up. I didn't actually see what happened there. So the referee explanation was a cross-check on the shot. Braintree obviously scored on it, but they will not only get a player up, but they will start with the ball too. So definitely glad to have that explanation. There's a lot going on, and obviously not 100% familiar with all the rules in lacrosse. I never played it growing up, but learned a lot over the years. But you're always going to see something new you don't see every day. So Braintree with the ball, up a player with a 9-1 lead. So Braintree should be able to move the ball quickly here with the player up. And should be able to find an open player and hopefully a goal. Braintree with the pass, and that one is held by the goalie, but another whistle and another card, and this will be on Braintree, so both sides making some mistakes here, and we've only played just over a minute into this second half, and that's going to be a frustrating walk back to the bench as Joyce guilty of a slash. As Braintree was a player up, now we're going to play even, but a couple of early penalties. And Quincy now will have the ball as well. So we'll see if Braintree can keep them in the defensive side of the field. And now Braintree with the steal. Able to work it right towards the goal. And slowing it down now is Braintree, who could have attacked if they wanted to. Stones decided against that. And now Braintree will circle the net. "23 minutes left here in the second half. Braintree moving it quickly, but the ball is on the turf right now. .22.5 remaining here in the game. As Braintree with yet another steal. Moving it up the field as McDonald is knocked down, and another shot up around the face, but no card this time. Braintree is a player down right now as Joyce is in the box for a slash. Braintree with the ball. 22 minutes left here in the game. 9-3 advantage for Braintree here at home. Burchill gets a screen and then a foul. Braintree ball back behind their goal. The Quincy goal they're talking about. On the sideline, kept in play. 21:15 remaining. As Braintree with some quick passing. As Tenney spins inside, and Braintree is guilty of the foul this time. So the Presidents will move it out. pass was not caught cleanly, but does find a Quincy stick. Quincy able to make the pass. They haven't been able to catch a ton of passes cleanly here on this possession, but Braintree giving them some space here. We're back to full strength. "20 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game as Quincy spins towards the goal, and Braintree with a nice stick check as Burchill was able to work it away, and now a pass that is intercepted. Nice steal made by Quincy, who now has room in front, and Riley with another save. Riley really has played strong in goal for Braintree here in this game. Again, just listed as a sophomore. Fiona Riley. As McDonald now taking a little bit of contact, and now continues with the ball. As Braintree working it up the field, and again, McDonald is interfered with. Gets it right into the stick of Burchill, who has a head of steam. Burchill bringing it towards the goal, looking for a shot. Nothing was there. Double team, now looking for a wraparound try. The pass to the cutting player, and the shot goes just wide. Ball is loose on the turf again, and Braintree first to it. Joyce, who had the slash earlier. That'll be an offside call on Braintree. So 18:45 left in this game, and we've seen just one goal so far in the half. Braintree scored it in the opening minute. As Quincy with a nice pass in front, and they score. A lot of space that time. Braintree clearly had somebody missed an assignment there. It was a Quincy attacker that was free for almost 15 yards of real estate on this turf field, and obviously there was some sort of a breakdown on the defense. One of the few mistakes Braintree has made here in this game, but obviously a much more glaring mistake when a player's that far open. So 18.5 remaining in the game, and Braintree's lead is just 5 now. As Burchill wins another face-off. Certainly won the face-offs at a pretty high clip here in this game. Haven't kept exact percentages, but I'm guessing it's somewhere around 75% on draws. It's a pretty good percentage, 3 out of 4. So 18 minutes left, Braintree with the ball. 5-goal lead. Trying to get that goal back, they just gave up. And Burchill takes the shot, finds the twine, but a whistle before the shot. Goal will not stand. Here's the shot, and this time it will count on the shot from Burchill. The second of the game from Maggie Burchill. And now it's back to a 6-goal game as Braintree hits double figures with 10. 10-4 with 17:34 left. So face off at midfield. Ball a mile high up in the air as both sides fight for it. 3 different players for each team looking for the ball, and Braintree again escapes with possession. This time it's Abby Shalgan for Braintree coming away with the ball. And a whistle going on Quincy. Braintree has led the entire way and has had a comfortable lead pretty much most of the way as well. They scored the first 4 goals, I believe, before Quincy got one. And the clock continuing to drain here with 16:40 left as Braintree goes right to the goal and scores, but no, the goal will be waved off. Referee very quick to wave that off as the goal will not stand. So Quincy gets the ball back and the goalie just throws it away as Braintree with a steal. As Birchill looking for her 3rd of the game, looking for a wraparound try. The pass a little bit high and it is now collected by Joyce. Nice pass in front, and that one hits the post on the shot in front by Duffy, who already has one in this game. Another high pass and another steal as Braintree with yet another takeaway. Back behind the goal and at the side of the cage. Shot taken, and yet another goal as Birchill gets her 3rd. So both the Birchill sisters having a hat trick in this game. Maggie with 3 and Callie with 4. 15:42 to go, and Braintree's opened up their largest lead of 7. As this game starts to turn into a runaway. Quincy just making way too many mistakes here with the ball. They've had a couple of turnovers in front of their own goal, which has really hurt them. And Braintree's goalie, Riley, has made at least 7 or 8 saves in this game. So Quincy's certainly gotten chances, just haven't been able to finish on a couple of them and made a couple of mental mistakes. Really put them in a tough spot as possession will be for Quincy. 15.5 remaining in the game. As the pass again does not connect. The passing just hasn't been there here in this game. I know it's early in the season, but this is very frustrating. I can understand why the coaching staff is very upset on the sideline. This is basics here for their team. Passing and completing the plays as Braintree connects at the other end and makes it a 12-4 game as McDonald finds her 2nd. Just under 15 minutes left. As Braintree has scored a couple of goals in the last minute and have now opened up their largest lead of the game and have blown this one wide open. As Braintree comes away with the ball again on the draw. Braintree with the ball, 8-goal lead, and we'll see if they can work some clock. As Birchill hit up high and See if the referee digs out another yellow card, and sure enough, there's the call. Another player down. The clock had stopped for the card. 14:22 left. Braintree will have another chance. And it will be Birchill again, shooting and scoring. And Maggie now tying Callie with 4 goals in this game to lead the way. And Braintree makes quick work on that man advantage. We'll see if Braintree goes into the bench a bit here with a 9-goal lead. If we do hit that 10-goal margin, I wonder if we'll see the full running clock, as long as it stays to that margin. So Braintree on their way to win number 2 of the season in 2 games. New head coach early in the spring season here. And Braintree on their way to win number 2. Haven't played the meat of their schedule yet. They haven't played one of their toughest opponents, but certainly love to get those early wins, get some confidence. As Braintree with the ball, 14 minutes left. All Wamps here in this one, 13-4 lead. Birchill again, getting some contact up around the face as the shot taken, and the goal is scored again by Duffy, her second. And the clock will now move with a 10-goal margin. Again, I had mentioned earlier, Duffy is a freshman, getting her second of this game. Braintree has now scored twice with a player up. Off the face-off, it is a rare loss on the draw by Birchill as Quincy brings it towards the Braintree defense. And the ball is given away on another careless mistake. Braintree will have a chance to bring it right back over that midfield mark. Haven't really seen Braintree slow things down. I thought maybe they'd use a little bit more clock and work it around a little bit more, but they have continued to just bring the ball right towards goal, take shots, look for some more offense. And Braintree called for an illegal start. Very weird call there, as the ball is going to be started all the way in the corner with 12 minutes left. So we've seen a little bit of everything in this game. A couple of unique calls. And this game completely slowing down now. Wraparound try, Braintree with good layers of defense. 3 different players getting a piece of that ball as the Quincy player lost their stick. And again, the call going in Quincy's favor, so they will maintain possession. But the clock continues to drain down. With 11:25 left, Braintree with a 10-goal lead, 14-4. As the pass in front is stolen, as Braintree with really nice defense in the defensive side of the field, as Birchill with the steal playing both sides of the field. As Joyce now with it for Braintree. Nice save and goal. But Braintree again gets to the ball first. .20 left. Braintree just working the clock. Ten minutes left as Braintree will keep the ball. It'll be Tenny with it. She has a couple of goals, looking for a hat trick as well. Braintree already has 2 of them in this game, as the shot will not count. Braintree spending lots and lots of time on the attack. As the shot is stopped again. Braintree's been denied a couple times here on this possession, but they continue to have the ball. It's very tough to get 2 or 3 stops in the same sequence without allowing a goal, but right now Quincy's done a nice job at that. But Braintree keeps putting the pressure on. They have gone into their bench. They've brought in a handful of substitutions. And this is just game number 2 of the regular season, first home game for Braintree. As the shot was released, but it was knocked off the stick, and it is going to be a whistle against Braintree here with 8.5 left. Quincy attacking, and the shot goes just wide of the post. As Riley watches it go wide, and the ball goes out of bounds. But Quincy keeps the ball with 7:55 to go. A shot short side and a goal finds its way home on the near post. And that does stop the clock, as it makes it a 9-goal game, unfortunately. 7:55 left. Braintree gets the ball off of the whistle and see if they can get another goal here to make it a 10-goal game and keep the clock going again. And an offensive foul called on McDonald, who just barreled right towards the goal. The ball is on the ground. Braintree able to pick it up as Joyce with it, looking for somebody to pass it to, and does make the pass to McDonald. McDonald now on a 3-on-4 up the field, and a whistle is called. Shot taken, and it goes just wide as McDonald just missed. And with 6.5 remaining, Braintree still with possession. Dangerous pass, nice catch of that pass. Very impressive work there from Braintree's number 10 out there. Ackerman made a really nice play on a pass that was high and off to a right. As the final 6 minutes come off the clock, and Braintree called for an illegal screen. That'll be their third offensive foul here of this one. Five and a half left as Quincy trying to make a couple of quick passes to get it over midfield. Shot taken and a goal, making it 14-6 as Quincy has gotten the last two. The face-off. One of the few times Burchill has not been taking a draw in this game. This will be McDonald to take the draw. Quincy comes away with the ball. Another shot and another goal as Quincy has scored 2 times in the last half minute. And getting this game a little bit closer, that'll very quickly pull a handful of Braintree starters back onto the field as the reserves have given up a couple, making it a 7-goal game with 4:50 left, and Braintree getting their starters back on the field to solidify the defense, giving up a couple of quick goals. Obviously a long game, but you do need to get your reserves in, give some experience as well, and you never know when injuries will happen. The players got to fill in to different roles. Quincy really could gain a lot of momentum if they could win this draw, which they do. They've scored a couple of quick goals, but they've dug themselves a 10-goal deficit here in the second half that really put them in a tough spot. They could have kept it to 4 to 5 goals. Maybe they had a chance to come back, but just really a tough hold to overcome. Now out in front, and a save is made by Riley, who made a nice stop in front. I think that one might even hit Riley right in the helmet. And Braintree will get possession back, which will be very nice for them to run some clock here, assuming they can make some clean passes. As the ball is picked up by Burchill in the midst of a maze of players and draws a whistle, but it goes on Braintree. I'm going to call a push, apparently, on Braintree here with 3:10 left and a 7-goal lead for Braintree. As Quincy needing to score early and often. So the defense being tested yet again. As Quincy looking for another goal. Right out in front, they do find another goal. And have all of a sudden made this a ball game. It is a 6-goal game. It was as high as 10, but 4 straight made it 14-8 with 2:44 to go in the contest. As Braintree's defense allowing a lot of late goals here. You would have been very happy giving up 4, 5, maybe 6 goals at the most, and now all of a sudden you've given up 8. The offense obviously clicking, but the defense giving up a lot of late goals, which is not a sign that you want to continue moving forward. Braintree right at the side of the goal, they score, and that is a big insurance goal scored by Duffy, who now has her 3rd of the game, and Braintree's 3rd player with a hat trick here in this contest. So back to 7. At 15-8 with 2:25 left. Braintree able to stop the bleeding after allowing 4 straight. As Quincy comes away with possession here on the face-off. And Braintree got a stick on that to break up the rush, and now they will get possession back, and that's really going to hurt the chances here of Quincy to have any sort of comeback, although I have to give Quincy some credit. They battled here down to the final minutes. Looked like once Braintree went up 10, this game was just gonna ease on by, but Braintree gave up 4 more goals in a row, and then Braintree got 1 back to make it back to 7, which is where we stand 15-8 with 1:45 left. And that's Birchill now in no hurry here with 90 seconds left. Both Maggie and Callie with 4 apiece, the Birchill sisters combining for 8 of the 15 Braintree goals with 1:20 left. Duffy, who had just scored her 3rd of the game. And Braintree getting a handful of different players on the score sheet as McDonald attacks, and she scores, going up high over the mask of the goalie, and that'll do it now, putting it to an 8-goal game with 1:07 left. So 1:07 remaining. Final minute. Yeah, it's Braintree with another steal. And now can just run out some clock as they circle back behind the goal. And Birchill all the way back in her defensive end, looking for somebody to pass it to. Does make the pass as Quincy trying to bottle up Braintree in their own end. And some nice work moving it up the field by McGonigal, who works it over that midfield mark. And now Braintree with just 20 seconds left. They don't have to shoot it. We'll see if they do here with 15 seconds left. No need to shoot, but that doesn't always mean that the players won't. There's Braintree with the pass. It's broken up. Looked like Braintree was looking for a shot, but Quincy with the steal, and they move it out, and that'll do it here in the ball game as Braintree with a convincing victory here today, 16-8 over Quincy. So the Wamps over the Presidents here today at home. Braintree now 2-0 on the season, and a nice performance here today all around. Good play and goal. You got 4 goals from Callie and Maggie Burchill. Got 3 from Duffy, and a couple from McDonald, a couple from Tenney, and Braintree with a convincing win here today at home, 16-8 to move to 2-0 on the season. And they'll be back at it again later in the week and looking to continue their hot start, 2-0 on the season in their next one. So that'll conclude our coverage. On behalf of our camera person here today, Justin Turpin, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.